Hello everyone, my name is Raven, and welcome to Raven Gaming Labs, and welcome back to a lovely Retro Saturday. And in this Retro Saturday, we are going to continue building Raventopia, which we have better names for it now, but that's the name we settled on, and no matter how ridiculous or terrible it is, we're going to stick with it. So, yes, alright. So, the farms are getting run down. This is getting very run down. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another light industrial here. Trying to, figure out how many, get his escape there. How many tiles did I do here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So the farms are slightly rectangular. All right. So we'll just go up by 8. And then we'll just go over to this tile here. We're going to have to clean this up just a little bit. No, not too bad. Not too bad. There we go. All right. Okay, I don't know why I just put a residential tile in there. You know, I'm just wasting my not infinite amount of money. All right, so let's turn on and hope that it turns into a farm. Hopefully. Yes. And then we'll pause the simulation. And then we get to do this. So I looked to see if there was like a faster way to make all of this stuff, you know, historical. There's not. It's truly single-handedly the most criminal thing ever. But okay then. I don't think we will be building too many more farms. I mean, we are obviously going to build, you know, quite a lot of farms. But, okay, that's going to annoy me. I have to turn that off just for a little bit. Just for a second. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Perfect. Flawless. Oh, I missed that one. Big shock. Alright. I need to start going in like an actual order so I don't alright, I don't need to select that. That wasn't at all remotely necessary. Alright. And now we just get to, you know, do this whole massive row of rice fields. And another rice field. And a rice patty. Nice. Lovely. Because another thing too, we're not going to be building too much industrial. So that's actually going to be a really tricky part, you know, later on because of the way we're building here. You know, we're not exactly going to be, you know, the most, how do you call it? Industrial, I guess you could say. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Another thing that's gonna be hopefully really nice for us is whoops. I'm just having a day here. So wait, did that actually okay. I wish I could just hit make historical and then enter, because that would go not only a little quicker, but you know, it would go quicker. Oh, well, at least I'm not hitting the replace button, because that was super fun. Alright, I think I'm getting near the end here. Wait. Because I know this was done. That was done. That was done. Okay. Perfect. All right. Seriously? Come on. Cut a man some slack. Okay. So, you know, there's like what? 72 tiles to select. Super annoying. But I mean, on the other hand, you know, the farms do look pretty cool. And I have to say, like, I'm going to turn on the sound effects and all the other stuff here in a second. I think I finished. All right, so provided that this doesn't, you know, mess up, we're just going to turn the sound effects back on. And then we're just going to go over like this. Nice. Okay. Now I'll turn it on. So I really like the look of like this over here. You know, it's actually like super, super nice. A high-tech lab sets up shop. Really? Why? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm actually certainly not complaining here that, you know, there's a high-tech lab. Uh-oh. So the power plant's in danger? Ooh, yes. That actually is in quite a bit of danger. And there's nothing else really to build. So we're just going to have to, you know, pray and hope. And by that, I mean we're just going to wait until the end of the year. And then we're going to have to wait till next year. Because, yeah, so we can't do any building or expansion, which is very unfortunate. But I like the look of this town. So the goal of this town, basically, for everyone that's watching, is the outskirts, like, you know, along here and all, will have farms. And then we're going to follow this, like, middle along the edge all the way over to here. And that's going to be where everybody lives. And then we're just going to have, like, rows and rows of farms and stuff. And we're going to try and do our best to kind of follow the contour of the terrain. So we could shove a bunch of stuff up in here. We're not going to. It just doesn't make any sense. So, yes. Now, the good news is next year I'll be able to throw down another coal plant. Because, yes, coal. And yeah, hopefully we'll do, you know, fairly well. Not super great, but fairly well. Let's see, what else do we have here? Pollution's fine. Land value is getting a little high up over there. I do have to, well, actually, you know, I'm not really concerned about the land value around here. And the parks are nice. You know, the parks allow us to do some pretty cool stuff. Okay, so I'm going to throw down a power plant. Oh, can't throw a power plant down here. Or here. I'm not really super keen on throwing a power plant over here. So, oh, it's high-tech industry over there. I really don't want to mess with the high-tech industry. I guess I'll throw down the power plant. And I'll just use a bit of money over here. I will have to connect this up in some way, shape, or form. So I'll just drag this over like that. That should... we gotta wait for the next month. Okay, so yes, that reduced everything down, and the high-tech industries are dead, so that's always nice. So we need to start kind of going a little bit this way. So I don't know which direction we're gonna go. All right, do we have any rewards? We have a haunted house. Oh. That should fill it. Maybe. Okay. So the haunted house isn't bad. It does slightly increase land value, which is fine. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's rotate this way. So we're gonna stick. Like, we're not trying to make the biggest town or, you know, anything like that. No, we are not wasting all my money on a connection point. We do eventually want that to be a connection point, but not right now. Okay, perfect. And we'll just kind of leave it like that. I actually kind of like that. You know, that actually doesn't really look that bad. And then we'll just drag this up like so. And then I think I'm gonna maybe do some... I usually do just like straight roads. Wow, 150. All right, let's see what this looks like. You know, I just don't like the... Man, these people really like to complain. Someone's left out of the water. Who? Oh, that's always going to complain. It's actually kind of annoying that you can't turn that off because, you know, yeah, that's actually really annoying. A longevity set. That's lovely. It's actually like super annoying that you can't, you know, turn that off. So that'll be yet another connection point. And then I think from here, we're just going to do a bit like this. Try and keep, you know, everything looking, you know, nice, neat, orderly. Very cool. Okay, so we're going to need another commercial district. Now, let's open up our, let's see, our zoning maps. There's a little bit right here. And then there's this patch right here. There's basically none right here. There is a little bit of room for just a smidge of commercial right here. So I am going to do that. I'm only going to go 2 out. And I'm just going to go all the way over. Perfect. And then to keep, you know, the area a bit divided, I will build this in like so. I like how elevation really affects... Okay, I don't know why that was like cutting off like that, but it really shouldn't do that. All right, perfect. Like, I know trees do sort of increase the land value, but they also keep... water treatment. Lovely. All right. All right. Have to be extremely careful about this part. So that's already kind of like partly full. So let me just drag this up and over like this. Perfect. Don't have to go any further. Awesome. Okay. Because, you know, we need a lot more residential. And, yeah, need a lot more residential. So I'm just going to drive these guys up and over here. And we're just going to connect up like so. Kind of just aimlessly building and connecting. We're not going to connect this point. We'll just leave that a three-way intersection and call it good. And I'm just going to do this. And then I'm going to throw a park right here. Just a small one. So for those of you who have never played this game before, like not once, not ever, you do actually have population caps in this game. I'll just drag it from there. And so because of the way this game works, you do actually have to kind of... You kind of... Well, trying to think here. Where's the school? Ah, there's too many. Okay. I'm trying to think. So I don't want anything past this point because this is, you know, part of the area. So maybe another school over here next to another commercial district. Now, obviously, there are some things we can do. One thing I would definitely like would be to get the Giga Mall, or at least the prison, or the toxic waste dump. And the reason for that is yes, the pollution, absolutely horrendous. You know, that's not a half bad ordinance. So 98,301 tons. So we need to make sure, I think that's going up. Or maybe the usage, I'm not really sure. This is running full blast though. Just burning all of it. So I'm gonna throw in the school here. Maybe I could put it here. No. Let's let the kids up on this side. You know. This looks alright, you know what? I want to zoom in on that. I really love the way they did the art. In my opinion, this is the best looking SimCity they ever made. Followed by SimCity 4. Because SimCity 4, let me tell you, that is another really good one. Really big fan of SimCity 4. Now, I do need to figure out what I'm going to do with this. I could leave it, you know, up and open, which wouldn't really be the worst idea I've ever had. Probably be actually the worst idea I've ever had. Okay. Lovely. So, let's go in here. There we go. And then let's go here. Because, like, I don't want to, you know, connect all the points or anything like that. We're going to run it down there. And just like before, we're just going to close this off. Should keep the land values near the mayor's house pretty high. And usually, like, when I play this game, you know, I build everything like it's a, you know, you play a game like this, you know, you build everything in, like, a grid-like symmetry. It doesn't look the best, although it does if you only use, you know, dense. Because let me tell you, astronomical, those buildings look absolutely amazing. But that's kind of boring, or at least it's gotten boring to me. I kind of want to build this because, you know, it's very different, it's very unique. And that is always really, really cool. So I'm just going to build this over one, which should close that. You got to wait for the next month, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So what do we need? A park. We definitely need a park. I don't know where to put it. I'm going to put it right there. How is the water tower doing? Not super great. So we're going to open up the ordinances, and we're going to build the stairwell lighting and the we're going to grab both of those. That should really, really, really help. The other thing is we are going to grab the Clean Air Association. It's going to start costing us money. Our ordinances are probably never going to make us any money. Because we're probably going to end up getting most of them. For right now, though, we need the money more than we need anything else. So the water conservation, yeah, as you can see, very much lowered, you know, the price of, well, everything. So let's get a water tower, because we're sticking to, you know, water towers every now and then. It's what we do. All right. And I'm just going to grab some, you know, just throw some down here. And then I'm just going to grab some commercial. And we're going to build like that. And then I'm just going to take some trees. You know, I want this to be a really nice, you know, the kind of community that you're like, oh, this is a really nice place. I'd love to live here. I'm going to actually put a build spot there. And we definitely want to probably actually connect our tower. It would probably help to, you know, actually start using it. All right, so they're asking for more parks. And that actually honestly does make sense because it's been quite a while. We'll throw in a park. You know what? There we go. And we're just going to build some trees. Plant some trees, build some trees. Whatever. And how's our crime levels are skyrocketing. That is a problem. So now we need to figure out where's the crime at. All right, so we do have one police station up over there. So I think what we're going to do, given the way that, you know, this whole map is laid out, we're going to put the police station over here. There's a commercial district over here. That's where we're going to put it. Is it still complaining? Yeah, okay. Now, a jail is another fun thing that is needed, so we're going to go ahead and throw that in. And if we go look at our data map, it's not too bad. Now, one problem with these areas out here is, well, crime is very much a thing. So, it's not too bad. I mean, it is going to raise values a little bit. We may end up putting another one down here. But one thing we can look at, and we're going to raise taxes up by 7 for literally everything. And I'm just going to play around with maxing everything. Okay, fair enough. So everything's going to be at full budget, except for transit. We're not actually going to really build much transit. I didn't really need to put all this transit in. I mean, I needed the rails, but not actually the stations. So this is going to be a very, we drive cars kind of community. So let's take a look. Yeah, wow, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Wow, that hurt. Okay, but crime is basically gone, except for over here. So the fire coverage. Yes, the fire coverage. What is the fire coverage? Hang on. Oh, disaster. Whatever. Okay. So again, I'm trying not to do too much symmetry here because, and I'm also trying not to go too far over. So I need to determine just how far over I wish to, go. I don't think I'm going to go too much further this way. All right. I just don't like the look of the angled roads. They just don't look interesting to me. So we'll do it like this. It's not perfect, but it'll do. All right, so I'm going to leave that whole entire area for commercial. I know there's not too much of a demand for it. Ah, lovely. And we'll just have a little section of the community that just rolls right back up into here. I'm going to put a park right here. And now we will just grab this. Should fill the whole thing, maybe? Yes. Perfect. Perfect. All right. And then I'm just going to build the tree line where we're not going to go past. The reason being, we're probably eventually going to put a farm back up in here. So, don't want too much. That's not bad. And that should have very much boosted our budget. So I'm just going to crank this up. Screw it. Mass transit. You also get an improvement. Change in the garbage deal. $4.50 a month. But you'll need to take 5,000 tons. That is crazy. And they still want more parks, because of course they do. Lovely. Oh. Okay. I don't know what's with the snapshots there. Please get rid of that. The snapshot thing's a very neat idea, I suppose. Alright, so much like before, we're going to start burning the trash once again. We really do need to manage that, if you will. And then for light industrial, we're just going to drag all the way down to here. That's actually fine because this is all connected, so whatever. I like the location where I put the college. I really wasn't thinking when I put that college in there. But it's fun. You know? It's totally fun. This is totally normal. Mayor is all wet. Ah. Right. That actually would be a problem. Because as it turns out, industrial is very much a demand. Okay, cool. So there's a little bit of room left, not too much. That probably definitely lowered the land value, but I mean, what doesn't these days? Okay. And we'll just fill this in. Much like so. Alrighty. Now, we'll just go over here. And up this way, I suppose. Might as well. End of the year surplus predicted. Sure, why not? End of the year surplus seems fine, I suppose. Alright, let's look at the land value data. Super low, not super great. This is working out pretty good. Like, it's not, you know, super great, but it's not super terrible either. How's the water doing? Water's doing fine. Lovely. Ah, yes. I need to be very careful about that. Okay, so I should be able to put one up in here, I think. Maybe two. Who knows? All right. And we're going to make them the same size as before. Oh. All right. So we'll rotate around. And we'll just go up. Ah. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. All right. Should be fun. Should turn into a farm. Hope it turns into a farm. If it turns into industrial, we are very screwed. Might not even turn into anything. Yes. Yes. I love it. I love it. All right, we're going to save the city because, you know, believe it or not, I have actually had this game crash on me. I'm not going to turn off the sound effects. Everyone enjoy, you know, the lovely sounds of, you know, the cows on the rice paddies, which make no sense. It is powered, though. Yeah, I really don't actually need these power lines. This line actually powers the whole thing. So yeah, it's not really needed, to be honest. You know, I really wish that I could hit escape, because, like, if you hit escape, the menu goes away, right? But that doesn't work, you know, it doesn't save the option. It just, you know, instantly closes it. Oh my goodness. So as we build things, you know, our population cap and other stuff, thanks to like the rewards and stuff like zoos. I have another city that I'm in the process of building, but I'm having like this weird tax glitch where, you know, I should be making like 300,000 a year, but I'm making like -80 because suddenly a population of like 1 million people are just like, I'm not paying taxes. So, what a smart group of people. But regardless. Okay, I lied. I am turning that off. You know, it's one thing when everyone else has to listen to it. It's totally different ballpark when I gotta listen to it. So, super fun. Turn that back off. Ugh. Nice. And I think another thing too, after I finish this, we'll run it for a little bit. And it should be fine. Another thing that we'll also do is lower trash. Because once we get rid of the landfills, one, that'll clean up the place a little bit. But we'll get rid of the landfills, and that'll be a pretty big help. Another thing that's actually kind of nice is if we actually had like 2 waste to incinerator or waste to electricity, those really expensive $15,000 incinerators, things would be a lot better. And the reason for that is because these right here, for example, first off, I think it does 5,500 or something like that, which isn't that much more, despite being double the price, but it will give you 5,000 megawatts. And 2 of those can pretty much power this entire city, especially if they were at full capacity. And given that we're getting, like, what, 5,000 a month from whoever our neighbor is, we can power this city with stuff like that. One thing I really miss about SimCity 4, because SimCity 4 does some stuff way better, and then this game is much more simplistic than SimCity 4, but it also does some things better. But SimCity 4, I really like the way that, like, you build your utility structures and stuff, and they don't really have a lifespan. Like, you know, you can increase funding or rebuild them and stuff like that, but for the most part, they're, like, infinite. So, you know, you're not going around replacing water towers, like this water tower. Okay, it has a lot of time, but eventually I'm going to have to pause the game, destroy all the water towers, and rebuild them. That's going to be really, really annoying. Like, really, really annoying. All right. I really should have just done this, like, you know, in one, you know, section. But I mean, it's fine. You know, if I notice like something is built, like a dirty industry or something, I'll just destroy it until it becomes a farm, and then I'll make it historical. Making this stuff historical takes quite a bit of time and effort. But as you can see, it looks pretty nice. I mean, you know, we got 5 farms now. And I think it looks pretty darn good. All right, so we're just going to turn this on. I kind of want to, like, build, like, you know, housing and stuff right here. But I actually kind of like this look. You know, like, everything's, like, nestled in between the trees. You know, it's not all just... Yeah, like I was saying, you know, you build everything with grids. And, you know, you end up in, like, these just bizarro land. You know, I'm going to dunk a park right there. And I'm going to put in some light commercial. Just 2 thick. Except for right here. I'll put 3. And then we're just going to do this. And I'm just going to fill all this in, actually. I mean, I have the money. I don't know how much I'm making per month. Almost 3,000. It's actually not bad. Like, not bad at all. Yeah. I like that. I don't think that all these quote-unquote trees is really necessary, but we're going to stick to it. Like, every farm's nestled in between its own trees. It's our aesthetic, and that's what we're going for. So, and they're going to continue to follow a bit more outwards, so this way isn't really going to go anywhere, for example. Just going to be some trees. The good news, though, is if we go to our data map and go to our pollution tab, it should be pretty good. Like, you're always going to have the quote-unquote white, you know, clean, but there's nothing we can do about that. I just wanted to... It's complaining again, so I just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure. I've been playing this game a lot since, you know, because last Saturday, you know, I did that. I just kind of grabbed it and, you know, pretty much just started playing it. And, offered new terms. 50, you know what? That's fun. You want to do that? That's fun. Lower industrial taxes. No. 7 is going to be my sweet spot. And I'm sticking with it. Yep, 7's my sweet spot. So I'm going to de-zone all of this garbage, literally. Nice. Because I don't want them just going, oh, we'll give you more. It's like, no. No, 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 no. No, absolutely not. This really isn't necessary either. But eventually we'll put in some stuff. Now, the tricky part is going to be figuring out, oh, how are we going to power this city? Because, you know, this is dirty over here, right? Trash near limits. It's really not anywhere near the limit. Okay. So there's a bit of a, like a hole right here. So I think I'm just going to, like, leave it. We're going to go this way with it. And then, you know what? Hang on. No, I don't really want to do that. Or do I? No, I don't, actually. I don't want to do that. I do, though. I totally do. Actually, you know what? I could totally stick that there, couldn't I? Ha! It's like a house, you know, just down in there. Okay, sure. You know what? That's fun. Just a, you know, random house stuck in a hole. That looks so silly and so absurd. I don't like that. Okay. Dezone it. There we go. And we'll just do 3 out like that. And then we'll just do like a bit like that. And then off you go. And we should probably make sure that this is connected, because it's probably a pretty darn good idea to, you know, connect up our water supply. Starting to make some serious money. Wow, commercial taxes? Horrible. All right, so let's take a look at what we got. We're doing pretty good. That's doing pretty good. Keeping the IQ quotient, or what is it? Yes, the public education quotient. Keeping that high is a pretty good idea. The community college can probably hang out where it is for a really long time. And I mean that too, like, very long time. Like, I don't foresee that actually being an issue for quite some time. The envy of Sim Nation. You know, 18,000 people is not that small. Like, it's pretty impressive that, like, 20,000 people basically live, you know. We have a university hookup. That is absolutely mind-blowing to me. So... this part I knew was kind of coming. We need to find a spot to put the haunted house. And so we're just going to cram it, like, right here. Alright. And I'm going to put in some more connection points. So, another good tip, aside from being super expensive, connection points like that do actually affect your... well, they affect a lot of things, actually. But one thing that they do affect... I'm going to turn on alternative driving day. See if there's anything else. There we go. We'll turn these on. Industrial waste... okay. So all this stuff will help. You know what? I'm going to turn literally all of it on. It's not like I can't afford it. I'm not turning on the shuttle service, though. It's just... I don't... what's the point? Like, yeah, I know traffic's bad, but it's like, whatever. All right, let's sell the hospitals one. Not too bad. Like, we are reaching a point where we're going to have to put in another hospital, but it should be fun for now. And once again, of course, we are being forced to do this. All right. So, let's throw in some light residential here. And then I'm going to... Oh, you know what? That's not going to work, is it? No. It's not. Yeah, I'm going to throw a park right here. Nice. I know I'm going to need it anyway. Like, it's going to be a thing. So, there you go. Yeah, there we go. Not really sure. There's no shops over here, though, so let's go on ahead and throw in just 3 shops right on there. And then we'll grab this, and we'll just go straight over like that. Should work pretty good. Ah, new power plant. Cool. Let's see what we got. Oh, the gas power plants. Those are actually pretty good. Way more clean. And yeah. The oil plants are pretty good. You know, we don't really have a space issue though. So I'm not like, you know, I don't really care. I'm not super, you know, concerned when it comes to that sort of stuff. Teens are demanding the curfew. A university is awarded. That's just mind-blowing to me. But that's pretty cool. Like, getting a university in a town this small is... You know, that's no laughing matter. I mean, that's pretty good. Alright, we're going to need to put a library... I'll probably put a library and stuff over. If we could actually somehow pull off... Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, City Hall. Now that's something we really need. So we need a good place to put the City Hall. The City Hall will really boost our commercial district. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a commercial district over here. So I'm just going to drag this out. And we'll just go like so. And I think I will put in a City Hall. Right here. This most random of locations. And then I'll put this here. And then I will just turn all of this. All right. Can I fit it? Yes. I mean, really, probably the stock exchange would probably do better there, but you know, it's fine where it is for what it is. You know, nothing wrong with that. Trying to follow the road a little bit. Okay, so now that we have this lovely commercial district, what else do we have? So we do still have the university, but it's huge, by the way. So we'll probably put the university up over here. We just need to start building over to it. That part's going to be super important. That's kind of annoying. Okay, we're just gonna kill that for the moment. And then we'll just go out like so. All right. What do we need? Oh, yeah. The traffic right here is going to be so bad. Because, you know, the intersections and all are, like, super close to each other. Woo. Terrible. Who designed and built this nightmare of a city? How we doing? Oh, yeah, there we go. Getting those big, yeah, getting those big boutiques and stuff in. Oh, yeah, toy store. Nice. I'm just going to turn this whole entire plaza into that so that it will always stay like that. Okay. Pretty cool. Water is still an issue. We'll just follow the road. Whatever. Alright, how we doing? Not too shabby. You know, maybe putting a water tower right here won't be too bad. Oh, it's kind of janky. Okay, so once this plaza, whatever, once this commercial district fills in, I will, I'm going to put some commercial over here, because I know we have a little bit right here, which is kind of funny, because it's like, what, compact only, and then paved, which has been abandoned, and then Imperial Ice Cream. Okay, you will always be Imperial Ice Cream. So, pull the plug on aging power plants. We still got a couple years left. Besides, power plants are expensive in this game. Okay. How we doing? Doing pretty good. Alright. So we haven't unlocked the... we haven't unlocked the incinerators or the recycling. So because of that, we're just going to, you know, continue carrying forth with our game plan of what we're doing. I'm going to put a... Okay. Didn't want to do that. I'm going to put a pond right here. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. And... yeah. That's not bad. Wow, traffic is a nightmare in this city. I mean, look at this stuff. It's so bad. Like, no, really. Like, it is like a absolute nightmare back up in here. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I say again, who built this city? Who? Who, I tell you? Who in their right mind? Oh, right. Yeah, of course it was me. I'm going to throw down another school over here. So 1, 2, 3. That's going to be a dead end, but it will, at least this way, connect up to here. And that will allow for this. This game doesn't have the most, you know, it's not like City Skylines where it's like super sophisticated, but it's certainly not bad. And by the way, each one of these park and recs, they do actually increase your population and your pop cap. And like when you start getting close to it, you'll know because they'll start, you know, asking for parks and stuff like that. So it won't be a secret, you know, when you want this, when they want the, you know, stuff built. It most certainly will not be a secret. You will know. Can I fit the university right there? It's way too big. Yeah, it's way too big. Worth a try, though. Oh, I definitely don't want that. Air pollution is moderate. really. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Probably should, start putting some stuff over here, because, it's like, ugh, it stinks, I'm sure. But, eh. All right, let's remove this. Because this should stay powered. Okay, cool. And that way, when this finally goes, we'll move all this over here, and we'll put some trees and stuff back in. By the year 2200, though, one super awesome thing that we'll have that we do not have yet is more high-tech stuff. We actually have a fair bit. If you look, we actually do have a fair bit of high-tech. Anything without a smokestack is usually high-tech. Like, for example, this building, the industrial lab, it's considered high-tech. The auto parts warehouse, yeah. Smogomatic, that is not high-tech. But I'm pretty sure that the auto parts warehouse is, yeah. But there's so much other polluting stuff. And I do like the fact that I threw the prison next to all the smog and all the other stuff. So, all the prisoners get to enjoy a nice hearty, they get to enjoy the good things in life, Some nice smog, all the good stuff. So we're just gonna hang out for a little bit, accrue a bit more money. It might seem like we have a lot of money, but we really don't. And with my experiences with the way this game goes, if it glitches, especially hundreds of years from now, yeah, super fun. And yeah, I mean, look at that. That's going down. Okay, so there's a sharp demand for industrial. Well, it's not really sharp, I guess. Oh, and it's gone. But as long as we keep, the population moderately intelligent, should be fine. So we're going to build this kind of like over here. And I did want to put a library over here, but I didn't. I'm going to throw a park right there. There we go. Give it another connection point. And let's just, yeah, I wanted to put some commercial there, so nice. I mean, this is a very nice city. I mean, as like I've been saying this whole time, it has a very different look than what I am, normally used to, building. But by no means is it terrible. In fact, it's actually quite nice. Okay, so we're gonna go up over this way. And the other thing that we're gonna do is we need to deal with the air pollution. So, because we're not gonna go past this point. I mean, this industrial area is basically gonna stay pretty much right where it is. We're just gonna fill this in. Pretty much anything in this game where we're not going to be building is gonna have a tree. So it's gonna start looking very odd after a while. I have a feeling. But it will really help with the air pollution. Hopefully. Hopefully. So let's see if that helps. It's going to take a little while. I mean, you can see like this road over here. It's just, oh, look, there's like a big gap. So maybe that's where we'll put the next farm. Let's because we're gonna do that. We need like one more farm, right? Like everybody can agree to that. We need one more farm. Like before we close this out, we need at least one more farm. I mean, come on. Like who doesn't want a farm, right? This is like one ginormous like fire hazard just waiting to happen. Alrighty. Now, how big do we want this farm to be? Because so far, all of our farms are actually fairly uniform. They do not have to be this uniform. Why, though, is everybody going this way? I guess everybody's going to work. Like, there's a whole other side over here, you know. But, no, everybody's over here. Okay. Sure, I guess. All right. So I thought about it, and we could continue to, you know, build a, you know, very massive farm over there, and that's probably what we're gonna do. I will do the, you know, the last bit. I will do that off camera, so no one has to sit through that nightmare. Because no one should ever have to sit through that nightmare. Yeah. Alright. Put a little bit of industrial right there. Let's see how the water's holding out. Holding out pretty good. Alright, do we have any other stuff? Because I haven't really been paying attention too much to the, you know, everything. Brownouts are plaguing the city. Really? Okay. Really? I mean, they're clearly not. But whatever. I don't care. So, yeah. Once we have this connected, we'll start maneuvering, you know, the power lines further down. Should be, you know, because we do kind of want to, like, sandwich these things in like sardines. Eventually, like, say, you know, they will become the high-tech place, and that will be pretty nice. That'll actually be, like, very nice. Let's see. So how much garbage do we handle? So let's look at the workforce here. Health. People are fairly healthy in this town. This is not a too bad of a town. All right, but we are starting to, like, really push it with the with that. All right, so let's build the, before we go, let's go on ahead and start building the university area. So we're going to put the university over here. And it's going to be kind of like so. And I was going to put a hospital over here, but I don't know if I really want to do it now. Yeah, fine. Put a hospital in. And then I'm just going to put a small, this commercial district, like right in here. That's not, like I say, not big. Just a tiny little commercial district. And then we're just going to kind of fill it in, you know, with a whole lot of people, if you will. You know, I don't know if I really want to do it that way. I mean, I don't know if I want to do it that way either. See what happens when we do this. Oh my god, that's horrible. Can't I just, I can. Although, in fairness, that's fun. Nice. Okay. So, let's put in a library right here. And now let's just start putting in the residential district. And let's put some parks behind the university. This is, you know, everybody's going to want to live right around here. And we're going to throw the very first museum right there. And then let's turn... Uh-oh. And it crashed. Okay, so we're back. You'll note that the date has changed. I literally rebuilt everything by watching the other video, so we're basically back literally right where we were before. And we have our little shopping district here, which is actually doing really poorly. And they're still cleaning up the trash area, largely because, well, you know, kind of just are. Yeah, we're a couple years back. But with that said, you know, this commercial district's kind of falling apart. And, you know, it's not like the worst thing ever. But it's back. I just wanted to show everyone that, hey, we're still kicking. We're still alive. We're getting some water, because apparently water is like a really big deal. Actually, that makes pretty good sense, because, yeah, I mean, oof. I mean, we're like just there on the water. Might have to put in a couple more water towers. I may end up having to do water pumps, just because I think this may end up being one of those things where it's just like so many of them. You know, it's just like we just literally will not be able to keep up. There's one more thing that I wanted to do. Let's do water. Oh, all right. I didn't turn on the water conservation. That was kind of my bad. So I don't really know why I have the earthquake thing on. I didn't turn on alternative driving. Okay, so this should actually make quite the difference now. Yeah, that made quite the difference. So awesome. It will take some time to for that to go into effect. But everyone, this is our town. Look how amazing and beautiful it is. I mean, it's truly, I mean, you know, there's almost 30,000 people here. It's a pretty nice town. We go and look at our crime. Our crime, not super great, actually. Crime's actually really bad. But we'll solve that in a little bit. Don't you worry. I have plans and ideas on solving that, so I'm not too concerned. Shouldn't be too bad. I don't really think the farms are actually really gonna have like an issue with crime. Like I don't even know if farms can even experience crime. So I hope not. I mean, that'd be kind of weird, but maybe they can. I don't know. We'll see. So, but I'm going to look at the one more thing I want to look at before we go. So education, pretty good. 108. That's not bad. Health, not super great. Not super terrible. A large part of that is probably due to the fact that we kind of just built this new hospital. So it takes time for it to have the ripple effect. Because, you know, I built this rather quickly. I think I was in like, well, now I'm probably caught back up in terms of the year maybe, but yeah, I built this pretty darn fast. I'm actually really proud of myself for like literally rebuilding this entire thing completely, you know, from scratch. Oh, goody. Yeah, this is not doing super good. Well, it's not too bad. There's about 4,000 watts of power. I'll probably just throw in another coal plant over here, just because it's like, whatever. It's like, whatever, guys. Like, whatever y'all want, it's fine. But we are going to start saving up, because the waste incinerators are going to have to start taking the spot of these. They also pollute quite a bit less. They're one whole notch down from the pollution, which is quite a big difference. And then, of course, removing the coal plants will really, really help. So I think if I put, like, say, just 2, like, right here, I think I can get quite a lot of mileage out of it, but that'll cost, like, 30,000. And that should basically burn through all the trash. I don't really see too much of an issue as far as that goes, because we do make quite a bit of money. So, you know, 3 years we can build a new one, so we'll do fine. As long as the garbage deal covers the cost of, you know, bringing it in, we're good. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. I know the video is a little bit longer, but I just wanted to show that, hey, I rebuilt it, because I'm nice like that. And yes, so I'm going to also place this here. And I think I'm going to put like a small commercial district right here. And then I think I might throw in a park right here. And then I'm just going to put a nice little tree line. Like, this is a very clean, vibrant community, if you will. This water tower is probably the biggest difference because, you know, obviously we didn't have that before. So, you know, that is truly probably the biggest difference as far as things go. And I did a little bit different with the pipe network for the water. So it's kind of like flirting with disaster there, to be honest. But I can always build like a small water area and then put down a couple of the water pumps. But I can just keep building the water towers. It's not like they're expensive. I think the water towers are 150. The pumps, I mean, they give quite a lot more, but you know, they last 110 years or something, 130 years. So it's like, whatever. Anyhow, thank you all for watching. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Y'all have a good one. Hey everyone, thanks for watching Raven Gaming Labs. Thanks to all the members and viewers who make RGL possible. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you can be notified. If you want to become a member, hit the join button or link in the description below. Members get early access to videos, member-exclusive content, and more. As well, don't forget to join our awesome community over at Discord. Y'all have a good one.